What's going on, guys? It's Neat Heat, and today we're doing a restoration on these 1994 Jordan 3 black cements. So looking at the shoe, it doesn't really look that bad. The uppers are in really good shape. There's just no back tab. The bottoms are in really good shape too. They just need to be cleaned, and of course getting rid of that sole and the old glue. So this shoe is terribly crumbled after 20 plus years of wear, and because of that it needs a sole swap. So we're going to go ahead and clear everything off that the factory put on, including adhesive, paint, whatever still lingers on the uppers that's going to get in the way of the new adhesive. Next up, I taped around the whole shoe where the midsole was, hit it with acetone, cotton rounds, and a little bit of some heat just to loosen it up some more. So a Dremel tool is very important when you're prepping. It basically acts like a little power sander and gets everything nice and smooth and ready for a reglue. So I use two Dremel tools. The first one is for getting the majority of the cotton round access and all of the rest of the adhesive off of the midsole. The second one is basically for detailing, making sure that fitment is extra on point. I go around basically right where I taped, and it creates a little line and a divot right where the sole likes to sit. That's usually how I get a perfect fit. Now that the uppers are all prepped, we can go ahead and clean them. They're really not that bad to start off with. There's still a little bit of adhesive stuck on the uppers. We can get that right out along with the dust and the dirt. So they look pretty good after being cleaned, but they're still wet, and I'm going to put it in front of the fan to dry. So the next thing we're going to be doing is prepping the bottoms and then putting them in the light box. So after we hit it with the Dremel, we're going to go ahead and clean it and put it in the light box using Salon Care 50. So after a decent amount of sessions, they're very visibly white compared to the other one. So now that everything is all prepped on the bottoms, the uppers, the midsole, everything, we can finally go ahead and hit it with the glue. The donor for this shoe, I used a 2017 Spazike because I really try to steer clear from destroying retros to fix OGs and other retros. So to be on the safe side, I let the glue cure for about 2 hours, and then I heated it up and clamped it together. I usually do the toe box first, and then I hit up the back, then I work my way in the middle to get that perfect fitment. This next part is my favorite part of the restoration. It is going to be replacing the back tab. We hit it up with some glue. I taped it right where, the glue wouldn't be on a regular back tab. Took it off right away, and got your glue. Let it dry. So next up, we're hitting the interior where the tab's gonna fit. And usually I take a little bit of glue on a cotton swab and kind of work my way around right where the tab used to sit. I simulated the stitching and I put the glue down. Then after that, you're going to want to hit the back with the brush. I usually use the brush for this part because it basically steers the glue right where you want it to go. I also tear the tape off right away because it is quick drying glue. I let these both dry for about 30 minutes, then I heated it up and we can clamp them together. So even though we put the glue on the back of the elephant print, we now have to put it where the tab would have fit. We just got to basically do the same thing with the cotton swab, hit it up with some more glue, clamp it down when it's dry. And for smaller things like this, almost right away the glue dries. If you're trying to glue a whole midsole, probably wait an hour. But if it's this, wait about 5-7 minutes. Hit it up with some heat and clamp it down. We can now put glue on top of the midsole connected to the bottom sole, and then we can put it on the bottom of the uppers and work our way into the perfect fitment. And again, after I put glue on something, I usually take the tape off right away and inch my way around the shoe until all of the glue is placed right where I need it. So I let the glue cure for about 1 to 2 hours and I hit it up with the heat gun and place it where I needed it. So the last steps we gotta do is glue the back down and then work our way on the sides to get that glue perfectly aligned with the glue that we put on the uppers. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. This is the final result, and if you need anything restored, hit up my Instagram at neat_heat23.